Hello, my name's David Warr. I'm a sole trader, trading under the name of Language Garden. I've written a CD-ROM called Language Gardening. It's a CD to help teach English to students, to teach English to English-speaking children and also to foreign learners. I won the British Council Award for Innovation in 2007 in English language teaching. And today I'd like to show you the activities on my CD. This is a language plant. It's a concept I invented myself. The idea is we're presenting lots of different words, so we're presenting lots of words for learners to learn English. I can read a few of the branches are here. The old man lived by himself. The wise old man lived in peace. He lived in an old hut, an old wooden hut. The idea is that by presenting language like this, it's much more accessible for learners. And on the CD, there are many activities we can do with them. It's colour-coded. Adjectives are green, nouns blue, verbs red. So language becomes much more visual. The CD itself has 60 different of these language plants. 600 activities. In total, there's 200 hours of material for classroom use. To date, I've sold £15,000 worth of sales from the CD. I have some potential investments that I'm very excited about in the future, and I think with the help of an investor, this business could grow. There's a huge potential, for example, not just in English, but also in foreign language CDs as well.
Can I take a look here?
Please do.
Yeah.
The idea is, this is like a jigsaw puzzle.
Right.
You have to put the words back into place.
I see. So I literally move the word.
That's right.
Okay.
It's stayed black, so you know you're wrong.
Ah.
It was the old... Do you remember what it was? If you move Forrest out of the way.
Sure. Move Forrest out the old
Good.
man.
Very good. He's turned blue, so you know you're right.
Got it. Okay.
Can you remember the other adjective that it was describing man?
Very good. Move that around. Boom, boom, boom.
Very good.
Yep.
The wise old man.
Got it. So it's all about placing words correctly in, and it tells you when you're right and tells you when you're wrong.
This activity, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
David has come to the den seeking an investment in Language Garden, an interactive CD-ROM teaching aid. But the language expert has got so wrapped up in his product that he's missed a vital piece of information from his pitch.
Hi David, I'm Shaf.
Shaf?
How much money are you looking for?
20,000.
For what percentage?
5.
Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm 39. For most of my 20s, I taught English abroad, teaching English in Hungary, Portugal and Italy. I came up with this idea myself when I was presenting teacher training in Portugal, working for the British Council, and I came up with this idea. It's a way of presenting language. Since then, I've moved back to Birmingham, back to my parents. Each year I think, OK, this year I'm going to move out, and it's never quite worked out. But I do occasional teaching with a local college, an adult education college, so that provides me with funds to live, but my time is devoted to this because I believe that the investment in time I'm making now will pay off in the future.
Hi David, I'm Julie.
Hi Julie.
I used to teach English language to French people, so
Okay.
I kind of get what you're doing here. This is, I think, it's more for kids.
This is a lower level one.
Yeah.
It's certainly not just for children, although children do find it very nice. I think it brings out the inner child in everybody, and if you've ever learnt a foreign language, you are in effect becoming a bit more like a child, that you can't say what you want to say.
David's obvious passion for his product is clearly shining through, but the Dragons are here to invest in business, and Shaf Rasul wants to get back to the figures.
Can we just go back to the revenue? You've had £15,000 turnover in what period of time?
In 2 years.
Essentially, your revenue has been £7,500 a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
David, how could you add 3 zeros to that?
Yeah.
How? What could you do to make that 1,000 times that big business for this? What could you do differently?
Well, one deal I have in place is, it's not in place, sorry, it's under discussion, and that's working with an internet provider. In France, it would say that they are hoping for 10,000 users a month.
Okay.
And then French subscribers would pay about maybe €2 a month to download a certain amount of activities every week.
David is hoping to launch his low-yield business onto the international markets with a possible deal he's negotiating with an internet service provider in France. But the Dragons still have doubts about David's valuation.
You've asked for £20,000 for 5% of the business. Okay, do you realise what that values your business at?
Quite a lot.
How much does it value it at?
If we're saying 5% and 20, then I'd say 400,000.
400,000, okay. If I was to give you the £20,000, how would I get a return on my investment?
Well, I could even say that would be conditional to me getting this deal with the internet provider. Because if that deal comes through, then that would be £120,000 in the first year, times 3, 360, and they're hoping to increase the number of users. So I believe from one deal alone, I could make the 400,000.
How close are you to securing that deal?
Well, I'm going over to Paris in a few weeks' time, and my agent says that the talks are well advanced.
Do you have any correspondence to that effect?
Yes.
Have you got that paperwork? Can I see it?
Yes, I have.
David is trying to persuade the Dragons to invest in Language Garden on the back of a deal he hasn't closed yet. Shaf Rasul knows the devil is in the detail and is quick to spot a flaw in the contract.